Hey guys, it's Kat, and I'm coming on here because on TikTok, you guys really highly requested the video about me and my baby daddy, about all the tea that happened, about why he left, and I will get to that. But if you guys don't know, I am pregnant. I am 33 weeks today. I had an ultrasound today for a checkup for her. I am having a girl. Her name's Sabrina Ann Lichtenberger. She's gonna have my last name now. She is 4 pounds, 5 ounces today. So that's pretty normal right now. I'm right on track. She's very healthy. I'm so proud. But yeah, so I'm just gonna tell you everything that happened between me and my ex-fiance slash baby daddy, because he's going out there telling his side of the story that is not true. And it's pretty funny because he lived with me and my mom ever since the end of February of this year. So, like, right after my birthday, right after my 18th birthday, he started living here. Okay, so yeah. And I got pregnant in April. Found out I was having her in April. At first, I was very, very nervous, and so was. I'm just gonna say his name. Christian is my ex. Um, we we were really, really scared, and I could see in his face he was really scared. But also, I was very scared because this is my second pregnancy. My first pregnancy, I had a miscarriage with my other ex, but that was because he was very, very abusive, and that's how we lost my first baby. I'm happy that she's healthy and everything, so that's good. And let me be clear, I was never abused in this relationship, like physically, but like mentally, I would say I was abused, and verbally, I was abused. So let's get to the tea. In the beginning of me and Christian's relationship, we were perfectly fine. We were happy. He would tell me he loved me all the time. I would say it to him. Everything was fine. He had trouble looking for a job. He wasn't really the best with like jobs and stuff. So it was kind of hard for him to find a job. He finally found one in September, the middle of September. And he was only working there for like almost a month because he didn't start until October, his job of this October, and his 90 days finished in November. So the day he left me, which was November 2nd, he left me, was his 90 days. So he had a job and everything. Let me be clear, he did not have a car. He would bitch and complain to my mom that he wanted a car. So my mom gave him a loan for a car. Within 2 weeks, he fell asleep at the wheel and went into a soybean field, completely totaled the car. So my mom lended him the money for the tow fee, his court ticket, and this has nothing to do with anything, but he bought me a package of Jeffree Star makeup that was a mystery box. It was the Halloween mystery box, and he was going to pay my mom the money for that. Altogether, he owes my mother at least 10 grand. So, yeah, just bringing that up there because he's starting drama with my mother. But on November 2nd, I was sleeping, and I usually sleep until 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. My ex, he would go to work 11 p.m. to 8 in the morning. He would come home at 8, take a shower all the time, and talk to my mom. But November 2nd was different. He was driving around in my car at the time because he totaled his. He was going to go to UPS. And this is everything he told my mom. My mom has all the text messages, and I know my mom doesn't want to show the text messages, and I'm not going to show any of me and his text messages because when he takes me to court, I'm going to do all that. And also, I don't want to give out his information of anything. But he texted my mom saying, can I go to UPS so I can try to get a new job? I will be honest, he was so hard to wake up for this job that he did have. And I will let you know, I live in Belvedere. Well, we lived in Belvedere. He drove all the way to Roscoe, so close up by Wisconsin. So it was like a 30, 40-minute drive. He would never want to wake up. He would tell me to wake him up at a specific time, which would be 9 o'clock, so he could get dressed, get everything ready, get his food ready, everything, and even warm up the car. Because in October, it was snowing. And with my car has radiator issues and tire issues. I need to get that all fixed before the baby comes. He really just didn't care. So it would be really hard to wake him up. Me and my mom both tried like at least 10 times trying to wake him up. He would bitch and complain at us, yell at us, so then we would yell at him. And I'm just going to let you know right now, during this time he had his old job, the Roscoe job, he would never talk to me in the morning. He would talk to my mom and then walk away and go into our room. This was our room. He had his game set up on the side of the room. And when I would wake up, he would walk into the room, just go on his game thing. My mom had, like, chores for him and rules. Like, he couldn't be on his game all day because he was so hard to wake up. And we didn't want him to have trouble getting ready. He would come home 9 o'clock. This is when it would all start. 9 o'clock, I'd be up. Go on his game. He would stay on his game until 5 p.m. And he would always tell me to wake him up at 9 p.m. So we had at least an hour to get ready for work. An hour or two to get ready for work. But yeah, it didn't turn out as well. Then we started fighting, and then he would fight my mom. Wasn't the best. He was very, very lazy, and all he cared about was video games, video games, video games. He never took me to an appointment. The only appointment he went to was probably to find out the gender of her. And then he took me to 3 classes to get a free car seat, but he would leave in the middle of classes just to smoke a cigarette and leave me in the class for the whole hour. So every time I asked him, take me to a doctor's appointment because my mom can't do it, or can you do this with me, or can you do this chore, like lifting a TV, because medically I couldn't do it, and I had a medical note that I couldn't lift more than 10 pounds. So he would bitch and complain all the time. So he really did nothing at my house. He was very, very lazy. I did everything, and I wanted to relax at night, not sit here and wake up a baby that was not going to have it. But back to November 2nd. That's basically leading up to everything and why he's saying he left. Because me and my mom were mentally abusing him and physically abusing him. Like, saying that we would hit him, punch him to get him up. No, we wouldn't. We would take the blanket off of him. That's it. Period. But on November 2nd, he texts my mom wanting to go to UPS. Then he says, never mind, I'm coming home. I want to pack my shit and leave. She says, okay, that's fine. He comes home. I'm dead ass sleeping. Like, I am dead ass asleep. Him and my mom are packing up my car to drive him to his friend Pork Chops. And I wake up everything's gone. I see everything gone, and I'm like so confused. I walk out there, they're packing up the car, and I'm just like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm leaving. I don't want to be here no more. I was like, why? I'm so confused. We're broken up. We're broken up. You never broke up with me. And he was like, yeah, I broke up with you last night. How he did it was the night before, so November 1st, when he was at work, he posted on his Snapchat, who has a crush on me? Like one of those YOLO things. One girl said, I've always had a crush on you, and then he posts underneath it saying, oh, hit me up. Another person says, don't you have a baby mama and aren't you engaged? His comment back to that was, no, I dumped her. No, I broke up with her. So the morning he was packing up, he was like, look on Snapchat, I broke up with you. I look at his story, and it's the most embarrassing thing. I started bawling my eyes out. And I was 30 weeks pregnant at the time, so I was in a very critical stage of my pregnancy. And I'm like, how the hell are you gonna break up with me like this? He was like, you abuse me. I mentally can't deal with you. You're abusive. And you're mentally abusive. I was like, you do nothing. We have no communication. I've been worrying about myself, but you tell me you love me. And we've gotten into fights before where I've broken up with him because literally I couldn't handle getting yelled at by my mom because of him. She would yell at me because he would do nothing, and it reflected on me because we were both living here at the time. We were doing rent at the time. So it reflected on me. And then I would get mad at him and say, I can't be with you no more because, like, you can't even wash a dish. You can't even vacuum. We have hamsters together. We have 4. 2 of them he bought, 2 of them I bought. He left his animal with me because legally they're not mine. He paid for them, but he left them here. So now they're mine. It's been a month. They're mine. I bought them new cages because they were in, like, neglected cages. They're Siberian hamsters, and they're in a small cage. So I bought bigger cages. I bought wheels, I bought toys, I bought food. I'm not going to neglect an animal because I'm a very big animal lover. But he hasn't once asked me, I want my animals back or nothing. Hasn't asked about his daughter ever. He doesn't text me at all. He doesn't. If he does, he'll say, I want my shit back. Not gonna ask anything about your daughter. He doesn't care, and he's making it seem like he cares, but he doesn't. So after he left, I was crying so hard. Like, I was like, why are you leaving? Like, I love you so much. I fell in love with you. We're engaged, and we're gonna have a baby, and you're leaving me now? It was just so crazy. Like, I really wanted to die. Like, that's how bad it was, because he was the first person I really, truly told everything. Because I'm not a very open person. It takes me a long time. In my past relationships, I did care for the person, but I wouldn't have opened up to them as much as I did to my fiance. Like, I told him so much that was, like, so personal. And he made me feel safe and secure. So, after that, he leaves. Nothing to do with me. He's like, I want to work things out. Okay. Give him his space, that's fine. But when my mom drops him off at his friend's house, he tells her, I just want to hook up with other girls. I don't want to make things better. And then he tells his cousin that, which is my best friend. And she tells me. So that kind of felt just like a slap in the face. So I let things go for a few weeks. That next week, going into like November 10th, his friend texts me that he's living with. He's FaceTiming girls, sending girls nudes. He's going to visit this girl that's an underage girl. They're going to have sex. And I'm like, sounds like him. His friend said, basically, yeah, this is the girl. Showed me a picture and says, yeah, he goes into the bathroom for like 3 hours and just talks to her. And let me be clear, throughout my whole pregnancy, he's never wanted to touch me. My ex never wanted to touch me at all. Kiss me, touch me, nothing. We had no sexual, like, And trust me, I would want to, like, cuddle with him or something or kiss him. He would not want it. He would be, like, disgusted by me. He would call me fat, disgusting, a cow, and I was just pregnant. He even stated, I don't fuck skinny B-word. Or I don't fuck fat B-word. He loves skinny girls. I guess now that I'm a little more plump and I'm pregnant, he didn't like it. So, not a problem. I didn't care. So when I confronted him about saying, why are you saying that you want to fix things when you're doing this all the girls? He dead-assed didn't say nothing. He was just like, we're broken up. I could do what I like. Yeah, we're broken up, but you told me you wanted to do this. And if we're having a kid, to me, I didn't have a very stable childhood with my parents, so I didn't want that for her. So I wanted to make things work. He didn't. I have voice messages of him saying, I've been a man whore before. I loved it, and I don't care about you. Like, I don't care. I didn't care if he didn't care about me, but care about your child. Then I would text him saying, well, I don't want your child. Woo! Sorry, my phone's on a charger. I texted him saying, well, I don't want my child to see a new girl every day that you're with. Like, I don't want her to see that. And that's just me, like, because it's something he would do and he wouldn't care. He was like, well, I'm going to do what I like if it's my child. And I was like, well, I'm going to do what I want to do with my child. Like, you can't tell me what to do. And then he stopped texting me after that. He was like, I'm done with you. This is why I left you. When I said nothing. Like, you wanted to work things out. Don't lie to my face. And then don't tell my mom and your cousin something else that are going to come back to me and all that. So, yeah. And then the next day I find out that he has people watching my house 24/7. Have it in a text message of him saying, yeah, I've had people watching the house ever since I've been there. And let me tell you, we lived with my mom since February. I got out of high school in May. We've lived with her through that whole time span. My mom is 58. She's a hand capable adult. And then my dad lived with us for a little bit. Got back into here. Why would you need gangsters of your friends that do drug dealing and everything watching my house? Because there's 2 other people here, not just us. There's 2 other adults that have their own business going on, and you're having other people get into my family business or my parents' business. That's not okay. That was not okay with me, and it was not okay with my mom, not okay with my dad. That was bullshit. And he was like, yeah, I call them whenever I want to, and they'll be there. I actually did get followed by a car after my baby shower, which was November 16th was my baby shower, so November 17th I got followed by a car driving to my friend's house. was great. And then he's telling people that I don't have people watching the house, but in texts, there's proof of everything. So he's just trying to make him look good on his side of the family by saying, I kicked him out. This just happened today. I kicked him out. His grandma has been texting my mom. His mom's been texting my mom. Everyone's been texting my mom when my mom has nothing to do with it. She has her own stuff, which is the loan of the money. She has nothing to do with me and his business. Co-parenting for us is between us, not the whole family. Because by law, I have an uncle and a grandpa that are a lawyer. So him saying he wants to take me to court because I was threatening him of taking away his kid and all this, never stated. And it's all in text messages, all in calls, voicemails, everything. Never once said that. But by law, I can have, we're not married, and I'm a single parent, so I can have her last name be my last name. And even if we were married, we don't even need our daughter to have either one of our last names. I looked it up, I asked my uncle, my grandpa, said everything like that. And then he goes, well, I'm going to take you to court just to change your last name. And I'm not going to pay for child support because you won't let me see your kid. The only reason I will not let him see his kid is because he hasn't asked about her. When we were together, he's never helped me. He has never bought her anything. When we had a crib when he was here, we got it in July. We wanted it up by September. He never finished painting it, ever. He would bitch and complain about getting it done. Who had to paint the baby's room? I did, with my mother, when I was not supposed to be around toxic fumes. Video games were more important. So when he left, I threw that old crib out because it was so flimsy and crappy. I was like, I'm just going to buy a new one. So my mom and my grandma and my dad all pitch in, they buy a crib. The second day he left, so November 3rd, the whole baby room was done. I had the crib up, I had everything, the changing table, everything on the walls, picture frames, shelves, everything, even her name printed on the wall. Everything was done, and it took my family a day to do it, and it took him months. That never got finished. But back to him not buying anything. He's never bought one thing for his kid. Ever. And neither has his family. His side of the family. Like his mom and his grandma that he used to live with. Never. Even for my baby shower. Nothing. His other grandparents in Rockford, though, and in Vegas, they were so sweet when they met me. They would give us baby gifts and stuff, so that I would never want to take away the right for them to visit, because they're such sweet people and they love me as a person and they deserve to see her. But if you're not going to show your support and love for a child, why should you see that child? And plus, with his family doing drugs, I don't want my child around that. It's not a sight to see. And lying, if you're gonna lie, like, so if you are with our kid and she's sick, you're not gonna tell me, and you're gonna lie and say everything was okay, or there's bruises on her, like, how did she get them? And you're gonna say, hey, I don't know, when you do know. That's why I don't want him to really see her, because he's very manipulative, he lies, he only cares about himself and his smoking. Like, the first day he left, he was FaceTiming a girl and smoking weed constantly. So yeah. But I was in a very bad mental state like the whole month because I fell in love with this person and we were going to have a kid together. My friend Zoe, which is his cousin, she actually hooked me up with one of her friends that was in the same situation as me, or that had the same situation as me. And she was like, he's so sweet, like he could give you his opinion, you guys can share stories and stuff. So I started talking to him. Such a sweet guy. And if you see on my TikTok, the guy that I tag in almost all my videos, that's Ryan. He's one of the best things to ever happen to me, so thank you. He is a blessing. He's such a sweet person. Like how I said, Christian, Sabrina's real dad, never read to her, never talked to her, never touched her belly, my belly, never did nothing. This guy does it all over the phone. And I'm so grateful because, like, it's not his job. And she's never felt that. But back to it. So we would share stories and everything because he had a daughter, and then everything went downhill from there. I'm not going to tell his story because that's very personal and it's really not my place to say. But we shared stories, and then that was like a week after Christian left that I started talking to him. Christian, the first day, less than 24 hours, started DMing girls, sending nudes, everything. And he's out there telling people that I'm a whore, I'm disgusting, all I want is dick. That's not true at all. I've had 3 main relationships that I was sexually active in. I've only dated 5 people my whole life, and 2 of them were in middle school, so I don't really consider that like real boyfriends because it's all puppy love and everything. In high school, 3 main boyfriends. Intimate with just 3 people. Never had an STD in my life. Nothing. I use protection. But obviously, I will be honest, Christian does not like to use protection, so this is what happened. This is the result. I didn't have the time to go get birth control, and I didn't have the money to go out and buy condoms because it was not my job. It shouldn't be the girl's job, really, if you're having sex, to go out and buy the protection. Yeah, I know some parents put them on the pill for like birth control and stuff. My parents didn't have health insurance at the time, so I couldn't get it, and then also didn't really have the money for it. I know it's a little bit cheap, but we didn't have it. So yeah. So ladies, if you're going for this guy, trust me, be safe because he's been around the block a few times. But basically now, I'm mentally better. It's been a month. Drama's cooled down. He has not talked to me in a month. I've asked him to take me to doctor's appointments because my mom has her own medical health problems that I am not going to talk about in this video. But, and she can't take me all the time. He didn't care. In text messages, he would never respond back to me, and I would tell him the days that I had appointments that I needed him. He does not care. One bit. He is very upset that we're not having a boy. I can't help that. He can't help that. It's nobody's fault. But literally, just dealing with the stress of him making up lies, saying I'm abusive, saying I kicked him out, and he's telling all of his family that I'm doing everything. There's text messages to prove everything, and Also, you lived with my mom and me. A witness right there. Because my mom saw everything. Every fight we had. He told her everything. Showed her everything. He even dissed his own family to my mother, saying he hates his family. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's like a new law, like if you're smoking a cigarette with like a child in the car or something, or you're smoking around a child, that you can get arrested or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but like his whole family smokes in an unventilated house. So me and him talked about the baby going over there. Oh, this is the topper though. He gave us bed bugs. He did not tell us at all until my mom had to pay about $1,000 for a cleaning. 3 to 4 cleanings. He said in April when we found out I was pregnant, I wish I would have told you sooner about the bed bugs that my grandma had. You don't tell people that, but you're moving into a new house and you're going to bring it there. So it was very bad. Very, very, very bad. Very embarrassing. And he didn't care. But really, back to that side of the family, we talked about bringing the baby over there to his grandma and his mom's when they're smoking constantly in the house and with the bed bugs. We both agreed we wouldn't want to bring the baby over there in that situation, because also his mother does hardcore drugs, but they would tell you otherwise. But when you come to my baby shower high and drunk, that's not okay. And there was other witnesses there, so this video would be great in court if I had like screenshots going down over here. But I have everything saved of our conversations and everything. So yeah, that's basically most of the gist of everything. And this is just my side. Obviously, he has his own story, but I know he's not strong enough to come on YouTube and tell you guys. And also, literally, he just doesn't care. Because I guess I'm a ugly fat pig ass cow to him. Don't care. And I guess he's very sad now, because just the other night he posted that he's not going to fall in love with anyone anymore that doesn't feel the same way about him. He left me. And I'm not going to sit around and tell you how I feel 3 days after you left, 4 days after you left, a week after you left, that I love you and I want to work things out. But you're going visiting an underage girl and you're fucking a older woman. Sorry, I'm not going to get an STD. And I'm not going to go back with somebody that had sex with someone else and then wants to get back with me. No, I'm sorry. That's not going to happen. I haven't had sex for like a very, very long time. Ever since I got pregnant, I have not done nothing with him or anybody else. Honor. I know it's like too much information, but I'm being honest. I'm going to be honest. And honesty is the best policy. And if you're not going to be honest with your actions, then I'm just going to take it all into court with me. And you said you were going to take me to court. That's what he said. I never said anything about court, nothing. It's all because he wants his daughter to have his last name and to see his kid, when I've never told him he couldn't see his child. So yeah. It's a big jumbly up mess. There's more to the story, but more of it is more personal that I do not want to talk about, because literally I'm not trying to diss him at all, but if you guys are in like the same predicament as me, I'm 18 years old. I was supposed to be going to beauty school next year, and now I'm pregnant. I had to literally quit my job because medically I couldn't do it, and my mom told me, you need to quit. I had a good job working at Victoria's Secret, but with how my pregnancy was going, was not good at all for me to work at all. And also my mom told me, you need to leave. I'm just not trying to diss anyone. I want to just be able to help anyone else out there that is a single parent, because I know 2 other of my friends that are pregnant, and they're a year older than me, and their boyfriends are very like in the same boat as I am. One of my girlfriends actually has a restraining order on her baby daddy because he tried to physically hurt her and the baby and was stalking her. So yeah, I just want people to know my side and what I've been going through the past month in dealing with, because it was very hard for me. I fell in love with a person and then I just get thrown away, and then she gets thrown away. I don't think it's really fair how he did everything, because I did nothing wrong to him. Some people might say I did do something wrong to him. Yeah, I yelled at him and maybe called him some bad words, but I would never trash him and I would never disrespect him, because I was in love with this person and he gave me a job, and that was to help him out and remind him for things and wake him up and do his chores. So if this video can help anyone out there that is underage and struggling, just know there are so many other guys out there that will accept you if you have a child, and don't be ashamed of it. Don't be. Because the guy I'm talking to now, Ryan, he accepts me for who I am and's helped me through so much. And I know there's sorry. I know there's someone out there for you that can help you. It may be your parents or it may be a friend, but don't want to hurt yourself just because of an idiot guy that just doesn't care about you and your kid. Your kid still has you, and that makes you the better person. You need to be that person for your kid. Show them that you didn't abandon them and you love them unconditionally and would never let anyone hurt them. Find a man that's gonna prove to your son or daughter, like, to raise them right. Because every child deserves a happy and fun-loving life and deserves to have 2 parents in life. Yeah, it may not be the both birth parents, and this goes to single dads, single moms. There is always a person out there, no matter what. Some people might not accept you for having a baby, but trust me, there's a lot of people out there that will. So if this video helps you guys, I'm really happy. And I just want to say thank you for listening to my side. I'm sorry I'm crying right now, but I hope this helps you guys out so much. And if you need to contact me, I'll put my Snapchat down below, and then also contact me on TikTok, contact me on my Instagram. I just want to support you guys, and I would love your guys' support from me, even though I don't post a lot. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you guys want me to post more videos, like doing makeup videos, because I know I have an Instagram account just for my makeup, because I am a makeup artist. or just tell me what kind of videos you want to see. Like, do you want me to do a room tour of my daughter's room? Do you want me to do a morning routine? Do you want me to show you guys my animals? Let me know. I would love to hear your guys' ideas, and I would love to help you guys out if you are ever struggling with like anything. If it's baby related, if you're just depressed. I'm the type of person that would love to help, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, you are a strong, powerful man or woman, and you can do anything. So, lastly, thank you again, guys, for watching. I love you all so much, and please like and subscribe this video, and comment down below anything. I need advice, I need friends, and really your guys' support is just the best. I love you guys so much. Thank you.